Yep, good.
Hello, sixth grade, Mr. DiGiorgio. I promised you a lesson on Friday. Here it is. I'm getting word from my daughter that you guys found my last video less enthusiastic. So I'm going to try to be a little more cheerful today. But anyway, first things first. I'm doing this from my office. There's a bit of an echo in here, so you'll just have to bear with me. I want to know how everyone's doing. I'm hoping you're all well. I'm sure you're well rested. I'm fine here as well, too. I'm well rested and everything is okay, and we'll get through this COVID-19 stuff together. Today's topic is going to be dealing with mean, median, mode, and range. I know Ms. Galt has posted assignments there and you didn't understand what to do. The people in my WIN class will know what to do. I hope you will know what to do. The rest of you, I'm going to show it to you in a little bit once I'm done talking about what I have on the board here. 3, the most important thing that I'm saying and the most important thing you need to know is we're new to this. We posted some assignments out there. Ms. Galt gave specific instructions previous to doing those assignments, and there were still a ton of questions about the assignments. Please read the instructions beforehand. You are not going to be able to post the assignments to the Google Classroom so we can see them because they have to be done in Google Documents for you to be able to turn them in. Print them out, copy them down. I don't care how you do them, just do them. They're for practice right now. These next couple weeks as we do this, we're just going to get our feet wet and go through it together, okay? So if you have any questions about that, you can continue posting to the Google Classroom, and Ms. Galt and I will answer them as quickly as we can. Finally, don't panic on the assignments. We're all in this together and we're all learning together. I just alluded to that earlier. I don't want you thinking like this has to be done. However, we want you logging on and working on them. I am keeping track of how many people are on the Google Classroom, how many people responded to my video, how many people turned in the assignment or tried to at least say they turned in the assignment. Ms. Galt said maybe 30 kids out of 100 and something kids turned the assignment in. That's not acceptable. As far as the people that watched my test video, I had probably 50 something kids watch the test video. 48 kids didn't respond to the video. You have to be on and doing these assignments, okay? I don't care how you're doing them, just do them. You will not be able to turn them in. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't panic on that. We're working on that component now, Ms. Galt and myself. All right? All right. Now for the assignment. My beautiful eraser. Oh, by the way, I bought this whiteboard the other day just for you. So I hope you enjoy it. All right. So we're going to talk about mean, median, mode, and range. People in my WIN group have worked on this already. I'm going to use a darker marker so you can see it. I'm going to put a bunch of numbers on the board. Now, my back's going to block you for a minute. I know it always does in class, too, anyway. So, 9, 2, 7, 12, 16, 2, 8, 1, and 6. All right? Notice they're all out of order. They're not in least to greatest, which is what we're going to have to do first. First of all, let me see how many numbers we have up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 numbers up here. All right, and it's easier to find the median when there's 9 numbers. You'll see what I mean as I get through the assignment. First thing you do, put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Now, I did this already on paper beforehand, so I'm going to use the 1. And as I do them, I told you to cross them out. Well, at least the people that I did this with already. Cross them out so you know you're writing them down. Okay? 6, 7, 8. When you cross them out, it helps you to remember that you did them all because you can skip them easily and then your answers will be wrong. So I said how many? There were 9 numbers here. Let me make sure I got 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 numbers still there. All right. Now we are going to work on mean, median, mode, And finally, the easiest one, range. All right, mean is the average of a number, or an average of a total. So we're looking for the average total of this. I added all of these numbers up, and I'm telling you now, they better equal 63. So when you add up 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 12 plus 16, you get 63, okay? Now, that's not the answer. That's the total of the 9 numbers. So I got 63. What you're going to do is you're going to divide them by how many numbers there are. There are 9 of them. I made this way on purpose, so this one works out, as I always say, with cozy numbers in it. 63 divided by 9 is 7. That is your mean. 7. Median. Now, here's where median gets, this is where the odd amount of numbers versus an even amount of numbers comes into play. And you'll see what I mean on the next example. I have 9 numbers up here. That's an odd amount of numbers. The next problem I give you is going to have 8 numbers. When you have 9, all you do, and you do this with the other ones too, but you take your fingers, I go like this, and I count inward till I hit, my fingers hit the middle number. In this case, both of my fingers landed on 7. That is the median. The median is the center number. Think about the median strip in the middle of the highway. That's the middle of the road. This is the middle for this. Mode is very simple. Mode is a number that may appear more than once up here. When you look at this, is there any number in this group of numbers up here that appears more than once? And the answer is yes. 2 appears more than once. So the mode is 2. You can have a problem where there's not 2 or more numbers. You can have no mode. So that is possible. But in this case, 2 appears twice, so that is the mode. And finally, range. Range is when you take the highest number and you subtract off the lowest number. The range of this group of numbers is 15. So that's how you do this. We found mean, median, mode, and range. I'm going to do one more problem for you with 8 numbers. Show you that sometimes the median gets a little trickier. Okay? All right. Let me erase this. I didn't mean to erase the range down here. We'll leave that up. Okay. So now I made a problem down here with 8 numbers. I have a 2, I have a 1, I have a 4, I have a 4, I have a 1, I have a 6, a 7, and a 3. There should be 8 numbers up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers are up there. I am going to now do my first step, which is putting them from least to greatest. So I got a 1, I cross it off. I have another 1. I put it up there and I cross it off. I have a 2. I have a 3. I have 2 4s. They both need to go up there, guys. So make sure you're not just counting once. I have a 6 and I have a 7. I should have 8 numbers again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, mean, I have to add all of these numbers together and get a total. I did that already. All these numbers added up equal 28. That's 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7. I got 28. That is not the mean. The mean is the total divided by how many numbers are up here. And I told you twice already that there's 8 numbers up here. 28 divided by 8 is not going to give you that nice, cozy number that you're looking for. But however, you have worked with decimals before, and I come up with 3.5 is the mean. Now, the median, when you have an even amount of numbers, remember we were doing a little finger thing. My fingers, I want them to land on one number. So I'm going to start here, go here, go here, go here. Uh-oh. I cannot bring my 2 fingers to a middle number because there's an even amount of numbers. So my finger landed on 3 and 4. I'm going to take the 3 and the 4, and I'm going to add them together. I'm going to get 7, and I'm going to divide it by 2 because that's how many numbers there are. Oddly enough, this works out to be 3.5 as well. The mode is a number that repeats itself up here. I did this on purpose. There's a 1 here twice. There's a 4 here twice. Well, guess what? Your mode is 1 and 4. It can be both of them. No other number repeats itself. And then finally, range is the highest number minus the lowest number, and you get 6. That is the range. So that's how you do mean, median, mode, and range. Now remember, this is just the first part of this. If we were in school and the PSSA tests were actually coming up, which they're not, we would be adding on to this and doing quartiles, interquartile range, outliers, and making, I told you guys, what's called a box and whisker plot, which we're not going to get to right now. I just want you to focus on this, practice this. As far as an assignment, I know you're going to be looking for one, and I talked to Ms. Galt. I'm filming this actually Thursday night right now. So Ms. Galt's, I'm going to talk to her about putting something together that you guys can do. I'm going to try to make a Google Doc that you could actually write in and actually turn into me. That way we can avoid the confusion of I can't print this, I can't send it to you, I can't figure out what to do with it. All right. So that is it. I hope that you understand what I just did here, and we'll post this video and we'll see if it works and what you guys think, and I want you to respond on it, critique it, tell me if there's something I can do differently. I'm pretty loud in here. I'm very loud in the classroom, but my voice is echoing in here, so I don't know what the audio is going to sound like when I post it. And I'm not, my girlfriend's sitting here graciously filming this for me, and I'm hoping that you're able to see it as well. All right. That's it. We also, tomorrow, might post another review assignment, something you've done in the past. Oh, one more thing. You guys should be logging on to ALEKS. We have visibility to that. Ms. Galt said there were very few people over the past 3 weeks that have logged on to ALEKS. That is your number one thing you should be working on, doing those topics and practicing those topics. I'm going to talk to her about some kind of requirement for how many topics you guys should be doing per day. I know there's a few students out there that have done over 300 topics. I believe they're 350, I think it's 354, 374 topics. I'm not 100% sure, but you're close to finishing it, okay? Please make sure you're working on them. I'm going to log on to there and check. If you need your ALEKS password or username and password, Ms. Galt and I are able to access that through our teacher version of ALEKS. All right? So, review. I taught you mean, median, mode, and range today. I also told you, please, when we post an assignment, look for the instruction portion first before you message us in the classroom and ask us, I don't really know what to do here. I also understand that there's some people with some technical difficulties, whether they might not have Adobe where they can print it or they can see it, or their video's not working. I get that. The school district's aware of that, and we're working through those issues as well. The principals will be calling people that are not logging on to this to find out why they are not logging on to this, and I will be keeping track of that. So please make sure you log on and check this. And even if there's nothing to turn in, and we give you an assignment and you can't write on it, just print it out, do it by hand. We're taking in good faith that you're going to do it. Click turn in assignment, even though there's nothing to turn in, just so I know you were in it, or post it and say, Mr. D, I got the assignment. I did the assignment, and I'll be able to tell who did the assignments, okay? Well, I hope you all have a good evening. You'll see this when you guys wake up tomorrow morning for Friday morning, and I'm sure I'll have a ton of messages about it by the time I get out of bed tomorrow. All right. Have a good evening, guys. See ya.